Good morning. It's 6:30. This is going to be episode 19. Oh yeah, it's just a screaming kid. Nothing to worry about there. Episode 19 and Mission Musky. We're out here at the chicken coop. Rooster's up and at it, and we're going to get up and at it. Peace. Good morning, Washington.
This looks shallow now.
Yep, water level dropped a lot. Let's get to it. So this was another before school fishing here. Helps Kevin get onto his daily chores of school. He just wants to fish all day like I do. He's a fishing guide at heart, but we both got jobs. He's got school and I got a real job, so we squeeze it in when we can. I caught a fish there. I don't know if I picked it up there, but I caught a nice bass. Not a nice bass. Every bass is nice, but you know, under a pound, little largy. First cast, and then nothing else. I think Kevin picked up a few sunfish, but beautiful morning as usual. Any morning you can wake up, drink your coffee on a stream, especially hanging out with your kid, is a pretty good morning. Gonna wrap up the morning session, probably be out later today. We caught a decent bass on the first cast and then nothing.
That was awesome.
Time to get this boy to school. All right, guys, later. All right, Kevin's off to school. I just got back from some fishing at lunch. I think you can say we have full-blown musky fever at this point. So I went down to the creek and took the little rod and tried to catch some bait. And yeah, got some pretty nice ones in here. See if I can get these guys out. Nice creek chubs here. That one there, the big one's probably 10 inches or so. We have 3 or 4 and a sunfish, so put them in one of my big coolers here. It feels cold. The temp's pretty good to hold them. Got the aerator on there. Got the garden hose in there, and I can open up. All right, power just died, so I had to put in the backup charger. So I think I was saying the cooler's got a little side plug there, drain. So I think I can just kind of replace maybe a little bit of water each day, and hopefully these guys will last and maybe even get to fatten them up. But yeah, figured I'll take maybe just like 1 or 2 out each night to get started, so we got something to throw right away, and in addition to the plugs. Yeah, give it a shot. I also made a what do you call them, a live lining rig. Let me just show you real quick. Where is it? Oh, I hooked it up on here. So here we go. So I figured I'd put this lip through, or this hook through the lip of the fish, and then I have some of the carp line just threaded, even though it's not the wire. I think it'll do. It's got our biggest treble off of an old lure that I could find. I mean, again, we might not be targeting a huge muskie. And then I got a rubber band, because I've seen some people use the rubber band to keep the line against the fish. Kind of depends on the bait we catch, but that's what I'm thinking of trying. We'll see if it works. All right, Kevin's home from school. We've got the fishies in this cooler, the aerator running. Look a little bit crazy. Let's get down to our spot. Oh, I gotta put my backpack on. So we set up. I opened the cooler up and I dropped the biggest fish, the chub that was like 10, 12 incher. Perfect bait. Dropped it right in the water and it got away. Which made my older son happy, because he was kind of attached to it already and wanted me to let it go. So I think he jinxed us on that one. And we still had 2 really good chubs with us, so we used them. And the chub survived like the whole time. The suckers are pretty tough. And I think we ended up throwing a sunfish on just because we caught a really big one. But we went, I'm trying to think, I don't think we threw any fake stuff. We were in pretty good spot where we were pretty confident we were casting over the heads of at least one. So we figured we would use something real and throw out there, and not over disturb the water and scare things off, but just let it develop. To cold front we're coming through tonight. It's going to drop from 80 to 70, so we were hoping they would go on the feed. That didn't quite happen. Check this thing out.
Come here. Oh, it's musky.
I'm going to throw that thing away from me so it doesn't get nasty and come back at you. He's right here. Watch out. He's right at your feet. Watch the rod.
Oh gosh, she's going back for my sunfish. Look what he did to that.
Oh man, tore it up. Always excitement out on the water. Well, let me get back to my spot.
That was cool.
I like to fish a little bit further up than where we were, but this spot was still close to what I say is my favorite spot on this creek. But it also had a little bit of more of a ledge than the other spot did, so that Kevin could fish a little bit more for like sunfish and some of the smaller fish, which is more than just keeping them busy. It's nice to have some bait there, and you know, you never know what you're going to catch. If you catch a nice chub, that's prime bait. And he caught tons of sunfish tonight and non-stop, so I just let him go at it and do that. And I think 2 guys throwing musky lures is too much anyway, so I think, you know, kind of the approach that we have is, not that it's working, but I think it's working. If that makes sense. All right, we're gonna head out. No luck tonight. It's the way it goes. Saw one guy fishing above. He's throwing musky baits, but nothing going on up there either. So we got to head out. Starting to get dark a little bit, and we got a 10-minute bike ride ahead of us. So see you next time.